Oxygen is -2, except if it's in a peroxide. This is not a peroxide, so there we go. And when hydrogen is with a nonmetal, it is +1. This is -2, then this would have a total charge of -4. Carbon must be +4 to balance that out. Now let's look at the dichromate. The dichromate is going to have a net charge of -2. That's what this is telling us. So if the oxygen is -2, because it's not a peroxide, it has a total presence of -14. That means that the two chromates must give a +12. So the two chromates must give a +12. So one chromate would be +6. So we have +6 and -2. Now there's an algebra method that will always work when things get kind of weird. Let's do the algebra method for the alcohol. All you have to do is list the atoms that are present and then count them. There are 2 oxygen, there are 6 hydrogen, and there is 1 oxygen. Now, totally, each one of these must add up to what?
0.
0, because this is a neutral compound. Now, you need to know the oxidation numbers in order to make them add up to 0. So you need to put in numbers that you know. This number is -2. This number will be +1, and this one you don't.
It's plus or minus 4.
Well, you don't know that yet, and it does not.
Not always.
Not always. No, carbon does all sorts of things. So you know that this is 2x. This is going to be +6, and this is going to be -2, and it all has to equal 0. So 2x plus 6 plus a -2 is equal to 0. 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to -4. X is equal to -2. Okay, that'll always work for you. And we'll use that now. And we will know that this is then a -2, and this is a -2, and this is a +1. Okay, now that we have assigned all our oxidation numbers, we are going to go ahead and start step 1, which is to break apart your oxidation into the Re and the Ox. I always like to start with oxidation, I don't know why. So I'm going to label it oxidation, and I'm going to look for what's happening across the arrow. An increase in oxidation number. I'm looking for an atom that increased across the carbon did. Okay, so the carbon in the alcohol went from -2, and on the other side it becomes +4. Okay, now if you look at 5B, step I, it says balance the elements other than oxygen. Do we need to do that here? Yeah, hydrogen or oxygen. First you have to start with carbon. There are 2 here, there must be 2 there. Okay, now we go on to step I, and it says balance the oxygens. And your only choice is to balance them by adding water. How many oxygens here?
1.
How many here?
4.
4. Okay, so to which side must I add oxygen?
4.
And how many?
3.
3. And I can only do it by adding 3 waters.
That's why you left room.
That's why I left room.
Dang it.
Okay.
I'll just keep it.
So now I have 4 oxygens on each side. I'm good there. Now my directions tell me to balance for the hydrogens. How many hydrogens do I have on this side? 12 is correct. There are 6 here, 5, and then this oddball is 12. So I can only add hydrogens by adding hydrogens.